news are on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olanireti Ololade. The major headlines. You must give us better results. President tells service chiefs. US lawmakers, Nigerian reps, hold fresh sessions over rising insecurity. FG contractors launch fresh protest over 500 billion naira debt. Rowdy session in Senate as Goje accuses Akpabio of unparliamentary conduct. Sports. Table tennis sets new entry record at African Youth Games. Entertainment. Annie Idibia shares cryptic posts following two Baba's London clash video. News in detail. You must give us better results. President tells service chiefs. Step up your strategies for greater efficiency and results in the fight against terrorism, banditry, and other emerging threats. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday ordered service chiefs and heads of intelligence agencies. The president demanded greater efficiency, stronger coordination, and improved execution of operational strategies across all theaters of operation. He gave the directive during a meeting at the State House in Abuja. The meeting came amid renewed efforts by the Tinubu administration to stabilize troubled regions and guarantee a peaceful festive season for citizens. Also yesterday, the president nominated immediate past Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, to replace Alhaji Abubakar Badiru as Defense Minister. On Monday, Badaru resigned from office, citing health reasons. US lawmakers, Nigerian reps, hold fresh sessions over rising insecurity. Committees of the United States Congress on Tuesday in Washington, D.C. held a joint briefing over the ongoing kidnapping and the alleged persecution of Christians in Nigeria. The session was held at the instance of President Donald Trump, who earlier on October 31st instructed the House Appropriations Committee to investigate what he described as slaughter of Christians in Nigeria and report their findings to the White House. Separately, the Nigerian House of Representatives will also debate the state of security in the country on Wednesday today. The Congress session, led by House Appropriations, Vice Chair and National Security Subcommittee Chairman Mario Diaz-Balart, brought together members of the House Appropriations and House Foreign Affairs Committee alongside religious freedom experts. Participants included Reps Robert Adderholt, Riley Moore, Brian Mast, Chris Smith, U.S. Commission on International Religion Freedom, Chair Vicky Aslar, Alliance Defending Freedom International, Sean Nelson, and Dr. Ebenezer Obadare of the Council on Foreign Relations. FG contractors launch fresh protest over 500 billion naira debt. Local contractors under the All Indigenous Contractors Association of Nigeria returned to the Federal Ministry of Finance on Tuesday, blocking both entrances as they pressed for the payment of what they described as long overdue debts for completed government projects. The protesters, led by the association's National Secretary, Babasude Sean Oyeni, accused the federal government of repeatedly shifting its position on the issue and failing to honor commitments made during earlier meetings with officials. Speaking to journalists at the ministry's entrance, Oyemi said the government's failure to release funds after multiple assurances had forced contractors to resume protests. He said members of the association were owed more than 500 billion naira for projects already completed and commissioned. He explained that despite recent assurances from the Minister of Defense, Wale Edun, no payments had been made. After the National Assembly intervened, they told us that they will sit the minister down over this matter and we immediately stopped the protest, he said. Rowdy session in Senate as Goje accuses Akpabio of unparliamentary conduct. The Senate erupted into a rowdy session on Tuesday after the lawmaker representing Gombe Central District, Senator Danjuma Goje, openly confronted Senate President Godswill Akpabio over what he described as an unparliamentary act during plenary. The chamber, which had settled into routine business under the gavel of Deputy Senate President Jibrin Barrow, APC candidate, was thrown into confusion shortly after Akpabio entered the chamber and took over precedence. No sooner had he assumed the chair than the summoned Senate leader Okoyemi Bamidele, APC Ekiti Central, and a few other senators for a side meeting at the dais. The move infuriated Goje, a former governor of Gombe State, who immediately rose to challenge the Senate president, citing Order 55, subsection 12A of the Senate, Standing Order 2023 as amended, which bars such interactions during plenary. Interaction is not allowed except to move the business that we have been called upon to do. Mr. Senate President, what you are doing is unparliamentary. You are disturbing the business of the Senate. You cannot be holding a separate meeting when the Senate is in session, Goje declared. Akpabio invited Goje to approach the chair for clarification, but the Gombe lawmaker flatly refused. Manpower shortfall may delay NSCDC's VIP protection rollout. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps is grappling with manpower gap as it prepares to take on an expanded role in very important persons protection following the withdrawal of 11,566 police officers from escort duties. Senior officials of the Corps confirmed that the new agency is under pressure to meet the new demand, despite having a specialized VIP protection unit. An insider told our correspondents that the NSCDC had begun reviewing its internal structure to determine how it could absorb the surge in VIP security responsibilities. We are trying to come up with a policy document. Before now, in addition to our mandate of safeguarding critical national assets and infrastructure across the nation, we also add the NSCDC VIP unit, which has undergone rigorous training. Having gone through a series of training and retraining exercises, the indications that they will do well, the official said. Another officer, conversant with the Corps tactics, acknowledged the strain on the agency's workforce, noting that personnel shortages remained a key concern. Ololade. Local flights break 300,000 naira mark. The cost of airfares on some domestic routes has jumped by about 150%, crossing 300,000 naira, as travelers now experience an astronomical rise in air ticket rates due to the high passenger volume associated with Ololade, among others. Checks show that the hike in airfares was particularly on the south-south and southeast routes. These routes have high patronage as most domestic air movements during the festive period are to these areas. Usually, during the Ololade rush, airfares are raised due to the high demand for tickets, but this season, passengers say prices of air tickets are out of reach following various economic challenges. Operators told our correspondent that shortage of aircraft further compounded the airfare hike. Before the festive period, air tickets on domestic routes hovered around 120,000 naira, but an analysis of domestic airfares on the website of airlines on Tuesday showed that tickets cost, particularly to the south-south and southeast region, have increased by about 150% compared to what the prices were before the Ololade. The flight search on the booking platform of Airpeace showed that a one-way economy ticket through Lagos to Asaba in Delta State moved from about 220,000 naira to over 300,000 naira. The airline between December 24 to 29 booked the same ticket as 337,500 naira. Adeleke shuns Osun PDP primary as Adebayo emerged governorship candidate. Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke and other key leaders of the People's Democratic Party in the state were absent on Tuesday as the party held its governorship primary, where Adedamola Adebayo emerged as the PDP candidate for 2026 Osun governorship election. Adebayo polled 919 votes out of 957 accredited delegates who participated in the exercise held in Osogbo. Declaring the results, the chairman of the primary election committee, Humphrey Abba, said, "Void vote 20. We told you earlier that one of the aspirants withdrew. The candidate that got the remaining votes is Adebayo Adedamola with 919 votes and stands elected and returned." Shortly after the exercise ended, the Speaker of the Osun State House of Assembly, Adewale Egbedu, led some lawmakers to the venue and confronted individuals with him, which a man believed to be a staff member of the Independent National Electoral Commission was assaulted by a suspected hoodlum. Sports. Table tennis sets new entry record at African Youth Games. The popularity of table tennis among young people across Africa continues to rise, as this year's African Youth Games in Angola records a historic turnout. The 2025 edition will take place from December 10th to 20th in Luanda and other Angolan cities, featuring around 33 sports across 6 host cities. More than 30 countries have confirmed participation in the Continental Youth Sports Fiesta, marking the largest entry in the event's history. From the 14 nations that featured in the maiden edition in Morocco in 2010 to 24 in Botswana in 2014 and 25 in Algeria in 2018, 2025 edition in Angola had surpassed expectations, with several countries making their debut. President of ITTF Africa, Waheed Oshodi, hailed developments as a milestone for the sport. Entertainment. Annie Idibia shares cryptic post following Tubaba's London clash video. Actress Annie Macaulay, the estranged wife of Afrobeats icon Innocent Tubaba Idibia, has posted a series of cryptic messages on Instagram following the circulation of a video showing the singer in a public confrontation in London. Shortly after the footage emerged online showing Tubaba in an altercation that ended with him being led away by policemen, Annie updated her Instagram stories on Monday, with messages many users interpreted as reaction to the controversy. In one of the posts, she wrote, "Sometimes, trying to prove that you are the best is an insult." She also shared an image of burning matchstick, with one stick pulled aside to prevent the others from catching fire. The text attached to the illustration read, "The power of stepping away." The post came hours after Tubaba's appearance briefly on media personality that they freeze Instagram Live. During the broadcast, which featured two of the singer's former management associates, Kaka Igbokwe and Lori Toson, the duo accused Tubaba's wife, Natasha Osaworo, of exerting undue influence over his personal and professional decisions. As the discussion progressed, Tubaba joined the session, demanding that the pair stop discussing his private life. Moments later, viewers noticed a scuffle in the background, with Natasha appearing to restrain him during the live stream. Monday's incident has intensified public scrutiny of the couple, whose relationship became widely discussed earlier in the year after Tubaba confirmed his separation from Annie. Recap of the major headlines. You must give us better results. President tells service chiefs. US lawmakers, Nigerian reps hold fresh sessions over rising insecurity. FG contractors launch fresh protest over 500 billion naira debt. Rowdy session in Senate as Goje accuses Akpabio of unparliamentary conduct. Sports. Table tennis sets new entry record at African Youth Games. Entertainment. Annie Idibia shares cryptic post following Tubaba's London clash video. Follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_Radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 091 2222 7433. Special thanks to the news producer Olanireti. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanireti Ololade. Have a wonderful Wednesday. God bless Ifako.